Hello all loonies and normals, my name is Joe Silver. Welcome to my channel. This week we're going to be talking about age and video games and Twitch. Do you think that there is a maximum age at which you should play video games? Well, because this came about because my father, much as I love and respect him, and I really do, got on to me recently and says, oh, you're too old to be playing video games now. You're in your mid-30s. It's not like you're still a teenager. And that made me think, is he right? Am I too old to be playing video games now? And I thought about it and thought, well, no, not really. At the end of the day, in my opinion, there is no maximum age. That being said, I thought it would make a great topic for a vlog because at the end of the day there is this attitude, isn't there, that video games are aimed at children and that as such they're childish if you play them. But at the same time, because he thinks I'm too old to watch Twitch as well, which is another thing I was going to mention, there are people on Twitch who are streaming video games and they are definitely not children. They are somewhere in their 40s, 50s and 60s. And you have to look and think, well, if they're doing it and they're older than me, then what's he talking about? Because the thing is, at the end of the day, I'm 34. So that's fine. But he thinks I'm too old to play video games. That's his opinion. But my opinion is the opposite. I think there is no maximum age. That being said, there are definitely games that are aimed at children. Certainly games that you look at and you think, this was clearly made for children. And, but does that then mean that adults can't play them? Well, no. I mean, in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, I feel that you should be able to go on video games at any age. And when it says everybody, my opinion is it does mean everybody, from a child to a granny or granddad. Because at the end of the day, there are some games out there that are definitely not child friendly. They're certainly not aimed at children. I mean, look at Rockstar. Look at the games Rockstar make. Now, I hate Rockstar with a passion. Well, I certainly hate the games they make. GTA, Red Dead Redemption 2, just because of the subjects they cover. But when you look at those games, they are definitely not child friendly. They are definitely not aimed at children. They are aimed at adults. Now, like I said, I've done a vlog on adult content in video games, mature content, shall we say, certain subjects like the violence, the sex and so on. I've done a vlog on that, so I won't go into that on this one. But let's just say that with those particular subjects involved, yeah, they're pretty much aimed at adults. And that's true, because video games are not just for kids anymore. They're not. At least not in my opinion. But that then brings us to the question, then why do some people still think that way? Why do they look and say, well, you're too old to play video games now. You're this age or that age. Why do people look and think, shouldn't you be doing something more constructive with your life? Shouldn't you be doing this or that or the other? Why is there that attitude? Well, maybe it's to do with how things were when they were young. I mean, let's be honest. Some people, when they were young, video games didn't even exist. So they've seen them come in and they've seen what they were when they first came out. And they have that attitude, therefore, well, this is what they still are as far as I'm concerned. But we know that that's not the case. We know that that's not what it is in my case. I mean, yeah, I won't play the ones with content that I don't like. Like, for example, GTA, I will not touch, and I hate with a passion. And that is the whole franchise, not any single game. And Red Dead Redemption 2, I will not touch it. Now, I won't say anything about Red Dead Redemption 1 because I never saw it. But I probably wouldn't touch that either. Right? Now, these are games I will not touch because, whatever. But to be quite frank, I think Rockstar enjoy pushing the boundaries of acceptable content for video games even when they're dealing with adult content, because you know, you look at some of the content in GTA, for example, you know, or you look at some of the content in Red Dead Redemption. But again, this is a vlog I've already done, so I won't be repeating myself on that. I could go down a whole rant on that, but I won't. My point is, do you feel that there is a maximum age? Do you feel that there is a time when you look and you say, actually, you're too old to be playing video games now, you're too old to be watching Twitch now, shouldn't you be doing something better with your life? Is there that restriction? Is there that thing, or is it, as I feel, that there is no maximum age, and that actually it's just people being people? Because like I said, don't get me wrong, I love my father, I really do. He's a brilliant man and I really respect him. But in this one, I don't agree with him. In this particular instance, I don't agree. I think my opinion is that there is no maximum age. Because at the end of the day, video games, if you get the right video games, when you're older, an older person, those video games can keep your mind sharp. Because we all know that as you get older, your mind starts to go. You know, it happens to us all. It's sad, but it does. But those sort of games can keep your mind sharp, and you can start to, you know, and keep your mind ticking over longer, because they're puzzle games, for example. You know, because you have to puzzle things out. But, and some people say about hand-eye coordination with video games. Well, that's fair enough. Although, again, it depends which ones you get with that. Because, I mean, some games you just mash buttons. We all know which ones. But yes, you just mash buttons, and there's absolutely no benefit to mashing buttons. We can all go bum 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 bum. We don't need to be taught how to do that. But no, I mean, some of the things, you know, it makes you think, how do I do this, how do I do that, how do I make it round that particular obstacle without completely messing it up. And they get you thinking, and they get your mind working, and they get you to a point where actually you have a rough idea of what you're thinking about when you play other video games. Actually, that's the funny thing. Sometimes playing one video game will help you with another one, even though they're not made by the same people or anything. It's just you get an idea how games begin to work, how the minds work behind games, and you start to get better on them. So there's even that part of it. But my point is, like I said, well, my point is, what is your opinion? What do you think? Do you think that there is a time when you're too old to play video games? Do you think that there is a time when you're too old to watch Twitch? Let me know in the comments below, because I would love to have your opinion on it. I suppose another factor about this, though, is society. Now, again, I'm not going to get into a big political or anything like that debate. All I mean is, society is a viewpoint. How do they view video games? How do they view gamers? You know, is there this stigma, oh, you're a gamer, you're just a nerd, or you're a gamer, you just waste your lifetime doing nothing. Now, as it happens, I do spend a lot of time on video games, but I don't have anything else to do. I have no job, I have no school or college or anything. I'm beyond the age of school and college, but I have no job. I have nothing to do, so I use it to play video games. Now that's okay. Now if I had something else to do, then I would do something else. I'm not averse to that, but you know, at the end of the day, I don't, so I do that. Now, but society, you see, will view video games as lazy, as people who won't do anything all day. All they do is sit in front of a screen, and you know the old adage about, oh, that will make your eyes go square. You know, the old nonsense about that as well. and all that stuff. We know how it is. So, you know, they sometimes have that attitude as well. So does that play into it? Do they think, well, it's what kids do, it's what you expect kids to do, they're the ones who you expect to be gamers, they're the ones who you expect to sit all day in front of a screen, not adults. Adults are supposed to do adulting. Well, that would be very nice. I would love to have a wife and kids and have a home of my own. But I can't do that. I can't, because to do that I would have to run that house. Just because of my personal beliefs that I don't want to go into too deeply. But I would have to run the house, and I'm not really capable of running a house. You know? So that would be very nice to adult. That would be something I would enjoy. But it doesn't work like that. So I don't. Unfortunately. So there's that side of it. But I think really ultimately what it comes down to is people's opinions at the end of the day. What they view gaming as, what they view people who play video games as, how they view them, and why, and what they view those subjects connected to age, for you know, that is the age at which you should no longer be doing this, because that is a childish pursuit, that is a child's hobby or something. But again, like I said, my opinion, and this is all my vlogs ever were and ever will be, is that that's wrong. That actually, really, there is no maximum age for Twitch or gaming. These things are basically up to you. I mean, my father also views sitting watching somebody else playing video games instead of playing them myself as boring, but as I said, that's his opinion, and he is certainly entitled to it. And as I say, I know I've talked about him throughout this thing, and some might be like, oh, what a horrible man, but he's not. He is a wonderful person. I do love him and I do respect him. So never, you know, never forget that. But as it happens, it's just that on this particular time. But anyway, enough rambling from me. Enough of my nonsense. Yeah, you must... why you keep coming back each week is beyond me, because you must enjoy somebody who rambles to a camera. But seriously, you know, that is my opinion. To sum it up, finally, my opinion is there is no maximum age for Twitch or for gaming. There is no limit on that. There is a minimum age for Twitch, yes. If you are below 13 years, unless you're 13 or over, you shouldn't be on Twitch. Yes, there is that minimum age. But that is a whole different argument. That is, you know, that is a whole other argument. That is a whole other vlog, maybe. Probably not, but you know what I mean. That I could go into a whole new discussion about. But I won't. Because, as I say, I think I've talked enough. I think I've talked your ears off enough. Honestly though, thank you so much for watching. Look, if you have an opinion about age and video games and Twitch, let me know in the comments down below. And if you have a subject that you would really like to hear me talk about next week, let me know in the comments down below. I would love suggestions, because I'm always struggling to find subjects to talk about. So please let me know in the subject, let me know in the comments down below. Anyway, thank you again so much for watching. I have been Joe Silver. This has been a vlog. Goodbye.